So Renault, it was a tight result in the end. Just running through the stats, I know we've not talked about it before. Basically, both teams had 16 attempts. Matlock had 8 on, 8 off. We had 3 on, 13 off, and pretty much that told the story of the game, I guess.
I know what people may think. We haven't scored. Our leading marksman has left, but we created an opportunity that should go in the back of the net. We all know that. We can't keep creating opportunities. Our marksman missed opportunities today. We had a gilt-edged chance, and you've got to score from 6 yards out, and it's a different game. And am I bothered if we create 1 chance or 100 chances? No. When the chances present themselves, you've got to score, and we don't. And that's really disappointing. We then go down. They come down our end. A needless goal to concede. Sloppy set piece. Our distances were too big on our zonal mark, and we know that. And we lose the game 1-0. And people will look at it and go, "Well, FC haven't scored. We know the reason why." Well, that's incorrect. I thought we had enough chances first half to test the keeper more. Look at our keeper. He makes 2 great saves. They test our keeper in the first half. We don't test theirs. I challenge the midfielders to test the keeper. Potsy comes out, wonder strike, 46 minutes. Everyone on the ground thinks it's in. Fabulous save. Then we open it up and we get the chance. And then after that, Tim, I think we just poor decision making in the final third. Do we deliver? Do we not? Do we run at players? Do we not? Should we pull the trigger? Should we not? It's but listen, it's football. You've got to congratulate Matlock for sticking in there, and we've got to now move on to Guiseley on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, for people who weren't here, I mean, the play in the first half from FC was sumptuous. Basically, the balls. I mean, last time we came here, it was like a bog. I remember Ali Wadika basically just running through water for 90 minutes. Here today, basically, it's dry. It's still a bit dead, but it played really well for FC. And the movement. I mean, the ball was being moved around. You can see Matlock being stretched. We were creating the chances. It was just that final decision making in the area.
I'm going to say the same thing as what I've said the last few weeks. The manager's just said to me, "What a good start football inside you've got." I said, "Yeah, thanks." But we've come away with nothing again, and we played really, really well. I thought Griffiths was amazing. First half, I thought Potts on some of our movement. Big Josiah did well. We don't take the chances. We said at half time we're going to have to shoot more. We're going to have to convert our chances more, and we don't, and we lose the game. And it's a hard one as a manager. It's really hard, but we're going to work hard over the next 48 hours. Tim, we've got a lot of work to do. Obviously, with making the sale of Regan, late on Thursday into Friday. We went round the clock yesterday, speaking to everyone, Brian Richardson and myself, but we just couldn't get, the timing, the paperwork, the conversations, the meetings to take place. But rest assured that we are working hard to bring in another forward, or maybe 2. We're working hard to bring in a winger. We're working hard to bring in, like I said, reinforcements, and that'll excite people, and hopefully, we've got a few new faces on Tuesday night because we need them. Tim, Ennis has come off with his calf. Donahue shouldn't have played 90, but has done. Doddy's still coming back, and he's going to be tired for Tuesday. Vinny's coming back from injury. Halsey's carrying a hernia, so we need reinforcements to go into the latter part of the season now, Tim. But I've looked at the results, and again, couldn't have called them. Probably some of the results I wouldn't have expected. But we're still in there. 3 points adrift off it, and we know we've got to put a run together. We know what we need. We know we need goals. In terms of backline, centre midfield area, I think I've got some of the best players in the league. But we've just got to click into action now, and it's not panic stations. Today's about a missed opportunity. But you're right, the pitch played well. Credit their bench. I thought the bench were excellent. I enjoyed going toe to toe with their bench today. They were very respectful, as was ours. Clear up a shout. Tim, some of the fans were saying FC United are big time. The club's never been big time. It's it's come from where it's come from. It's an amazing team, and just because we come to town, with a lot of fans, doesn't make the club big time at all. And there was a few poor shouts, in particular. I thought the game was played in the right spirit. The fans celebrated in the right spirit, and we seem to have developed a good relationship with their board and the management team. So just want to emphasise we're not a big time team, and it is sad when people say that.
Yeah, I mean, look, last season, basically, we came here and there was a certain sort of like vibe in the air base, and it wasn't particularly amazing. Sometimes you get that with football. Some people thrive off it. Today, you're right, it was played in absolutely the right spirit. There weren't any particularly bad challenges. There was a few sort of like pulls that you think, the referee could have possibly given us that, but fundamentally it was played. Both teams played
It
in
was
the
a
right
good
way.
game. Listen, people are going to shout, should have Josiah had a few fouls. I want the centre halves to do that, throw him about a little bit. It's a learning curve. Like you said, there was some good hard challenges going in. I don't think there was anything over the top. On the whole, I think the referee had a good game. I don't think he was at fault for many things. All right, you're going to be critical. He missed a couple of decisions, but we missed a couple of really good chances. So, I'm certainly not going to hear and stand there and bemoan the referee. I just thought it was a game played in the right spirit, in the right way. There's definitely no animosity between the two clubs. It's a good fixture. It's a good place to come. We wish them all the best for the rest of the season. As for us, Tim, we've got to start this run again. We were 4 games unbeaten. We've now lost one, and we've got to rebuild, and we've got to go again quickly because we've got a busy couple of weeks coming up with Guiseley, Lancaster, Beveren. So we've got to go again. We've no time to feel sorry for ourselves. We'll get back on that coach. We'll meet again tomorrow as a squad on a WhatsApp, and we'll send the details out, send the information out about Guiseley Monday. Everyone will digest it. We're getting Tuesday, and hopefully put the wrongs right.
Yeah, I mean, some particular highlights for me in terms of sort of personnel on the pitch. I know you don't like to call people out, but I think sometimes, it was so nice to see Donna's back. That first half particularly looked absolutely electric. He was really carrying the game to Matlock.
And it was a gamble because Donna's, we were going to take him off on 60 minutes, and he went to the bench and wanted to stay on. He's going to be a sore boy in the morning, but you see what he brings to the side, energy. I thought his running, his movement, so clever in the first half. We thought he tired in the second half, 15, and it came alive again. When you've been out for as long as he has, 4, 5, 6 weeks, it's important that he looks after himself, and you can see what a professional he is. Great to have him back, and as a manager, you think, right, now I've got, Vinny's got another 35 minutes today, Doddy's got another 65, Donna's has got 90. Bringing a couple of reinforcements, which the dressing room want. As long as it's the right person with the right quality, they want that. And we'll I know we'll finish the season strong, Tim. I know we will, and I don't want people to look too much into this or to kind of dwell on it. We know what's happened over the last 48 hours, 72 hours, which, by the way, I'm delighted for. And I'm delighted for Regan to move on. And we go from there, and that's what we're here for, Tim. People look at FC United, your Drew Bakers, your Tunde Warabis, your Regan Lineage, your Kurt Willoughbys, your Elliot Samoses, and people before my time. It's a great platform to play on, and what we'll do is go and find the next one, and then nurture the next one, and then hopefully move the next one on. And in the meantime, get us promoted and play at a high level of football. That's everyone's dream. So I'm not too despondent today. I know what we've got to do between now and Tuesday, which we will do. But well done to the boys. They give everything, and like I said, after a difficult week, psychologically, it's the character's been good to come here today.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's still getting back into match sort of speed, but Adam Dodd, I thought, was particularly good in that first half.
Brilliant.
Basically, he's really sort of like acclimatising to his because he's got a slightly changed role, hasn't he? Because
Yeah.
he used to be very muscular. He's now going to be more athletic in his game.
Yeah, of course he does, and that's going to take a long time. He played last week. He was still sore on Wednesday. He probably won't start on Tuesday. That's why, guys, we're going to have nurturing back in. Today, captain the side. I keep going back on it. We thought he would have ever played football again. He'll get back to his best. He's 29-year-old, but he'll be back to his best. But it's going to take him, if he's been out 8 months, it's going to take him 8 months, and that's what happens. But we'll persevere. We'll nurture him. I don't think there's anything better out there than him. And just love having him back. And then look across about that. Your Halls and your CJ Halls is carrying a hernia. Probably Jan will come in Tuesday night. Woollers has done great. You've got Jack DeGrucci to come back in. Potts and Griff have done great. But if we can have reinforcements, we're going to do, because I think we just need a little bit of spark now. Everyone goes, you goal scorer, but just a bit of spark, maybe a new face or faces to freshen things up. That doesn't mean that anybody in that dressing room has done wrong, but there's a long way to go this season, a lot of minutes to play, and we want to be strong as we can do. So, we're going to go back into that transfer window and hopefully get a couple of deals done before Tuesday, which I'm sure will excite the fans.
Okay, well, Guiseley at home on Tuesday. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a bit of a needle, I think, if the home games, the away game rather, at Guiseley tends to go by.
Listen, we love playing at Broadhurst Park. We love being back home. There's nothing better than a Tuesday night under the lights. People will bill it because of what happened last season with, I think it was a Matlock game and FC down at our place where it spilled into the tunnel, etc. But there's no hard feelings to Phil or myself. It's just two managers that want to go toe-to-toe and win a game of football. If that spills into a team talk and their players are revved up, our players are revved up, then so be it. We're turning up Tuesday night to win a game, and I'm sure they would turn up Tuesday night to win a game. And they're one of our playoff rivals, competitors that have done well since since Philo's gone in there. So we'll be ready. You know, we'll be ready. We'll bounce back. We're smart in now. We'll have a drink. We'll get on the coach, and then you know we'll certainly be ready. We'll be rocking. We'll be rocking on Tuesday night. Tim.